Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we started with the discussion of retail trade, and in that the last topic that we discussed was about the services of the retail trade. Now let's discuss the advantages and limitations of retail trade. So first let's discuss the advantages of retail trade. So first advantage is opportunity of selection. In a retail trade, retailer keeps different varieties of goods of many producers. Hence, customers have the opportunity of the selection. You all know that if you go in a shop, like in a particular shop, like say for example in a cutlery shop, you all know that that retailer keeps the foundation. If you are have gone to the shop for purchase of say for a foundation, so that retailer will keep the foundation for many companies that say about Lakme, Maybelline, correct? So this is so for this, customers have many opportunity for the selection because retailer keeps different varieties of goods of the many producers and the different brands. Therefore, this is one advantages for the opportunity of selection. Then the second advantage is home delivery of goods. In a retail trade, sometimes the retailer renders means provides. Retailer provides services of delivering goods at the customer's home and save their time. Then third advantage is redressal of the complaints of the customers. Retailer in retail trade receives complaints about the goods from the customers, conveys them to the wholesaler or producer, and thereby becomes helpful in the quick redressal of the complaints. Redressal means solving the complaints of the customers. So retail traders receive the complaints from the customers regarding the goods that they have purchased. Then for that complaint, retailer tells or conveys them to the wholesaler or to the producer, and thereby becomes the helpful in quick solving the complaints of the customers. Then fourth one is sales on credit to customers. Retailer in retail trade is in direct contact with the customers, so he is aware of their economic position. Hence, he sells the goods on credit to customers as per the requirement. Then, fifth advantage is after sales services. Retailer in retail trade provides services after sales of goods such as repairing, taking back or exchange the damaged goods, etc. They also provide after sales services. Then next one is helpful in decision of purchase. By effective demonstration of products, retailer in retail trade provides information about its utility. Utility means time utility, for how much time that product will stay good, then about the quality of the product and the price, etc. Hence, it is useful to the customers to take the decisions of the purchase. Then next is freedom from the storage of goods. A retailer in retail trade supplies the goods to the customer whenever it is needed as per the requirements. As a result, customer gets freedom from the storage of goods. So there is not to worry regarding the storage of goods for the customers. And the last one is guidance to customers. A retailer in retail trade provides the guidance about the product to the customers, provides the guidance about the feature, prices of the product, supply of product, and methods of consumption of product. You all know, whenever you guys go for a shopping, you ask everything to the shopkeeper about the price, how it is used, is it good or not. So this retailer guides to the customers. So these were the advantages of retail trade. Now let's see the limitations of retail trade. So first limitation is more capital investment. Trader in retail trade provides the opportunity of selection to the customers. For this, he has to keep the various products of many producers. Hence, he requires large capital investments to keep the products of all the producers. Therefore, he would require more capital investment. The second limitation is risk of deterioration of perishable goods. Sometimes perishable goods like fruits, vegetables, milk products remain unsold. Perishable goods means the goods which can deteriorate very easily, like which stay only for 2-3 days. You all know that milk will stay good for only 2-3 days. After 2-3 days, you have to throw out the milk. So these are known as the perishable goods. So sometimes perishable goods remains unstored. There is possibility of deterioration. So the loss on this is borne by the retailer. Then the third one is risk of goods getting outdated. When the goods become outdated, or we can say the out-fashioned, sometimes due to changes in preference, taste, fashion or technology, then they are to be sold at cost price or less than the cost price. If any product becomes outdated, like which are not preferred by the customers due to the changes in fashion, technology, then they have to sold it at the cost price or less than the cost price. That's why, or you can see the discount offer everything. This is because discount is offered on those products which are not sold easily. But what we do, we thought that these products like have 50% discount, let's just buy it. But discount is offered only on those products which are not sold out easily or which becomes outdated fashion. Got it? Okay. And then the fourth one is risk of loss, shortage or fluctuations of price. Retailer bears the risk of the damage to the goods, shortage of goods or the price fluctuations. And the last limitation is bias. Some time trader in retailer trade does not sell the goods of such producers towards the whom he has the bias. Bias means any like misunderstanding, like not a misunderstanding, but like they don't like each other. Bias means if two people don't like each other, that is known as bias. So these were the certain limitations of the retail trade. Next topic is types of retail trade. So there are 3 types of retail trade. First one is mobile shop, then fixed shop and the other methods. Under mobile shop, it is divided into 4 types, that is hawkers, temporary traders, fixed day traders or the street traders. And for the fixed shop also, it can be again divided into 2 types, that is big shops and the small shops. Under big shops, that is departmental stores, chain stores, mail order shops, franchises, supermarket and the shopping mall. And for other methods includes automatic vending machines, telemarketing and internet marketing. So these are the types of retail trade. So now for now we are going to stop here. In the next video we would be discussing all the types of retail trade in a detailed manner. Okay, so if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.